Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ask Coach V. And as always, we are here excited to bring you some value, some strategies, some power. And I have here with me the brilliant coach, Coach Ivon. Hello, Coach.
Hey, Coach, and hey, everyone. Welcome to another Ask Coach V. It's going to be a good one. We got some great questions today. For those of you that are new, joining us for the first time, this is the series where we do exactly what the title says. We ask Coach V. I go out there and I find questions that agents are putting online and asking and real scenarios that they're in, and I bring them to someone like Coach V, who is a seasoned veteran, seven-figure agent, coach who has helped hundreds of agents, thousands of agents into millions, even billions in production, and see what she would do, what she would say. So we have a great conversation about it, and we teach a lot. So I got some great ones today, Coach. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Let's bring the power, the value, and the strategies for these amazing people. And by the way, very quickly, do me a favor. If you have not subscribed for our channel, do right now. Every day and every way we come here, we give you so many tactics, so many strategies, and help you to elevate your vision, your thinking, your mindset. So share this with people that wants to elevate, want to have a breakthroughs because it's what we do. So, Coach, I am ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. So I'm going to throw the first question up on the screen. We'll read it together and then we'll jump right into it. Took a listing that demanded to list at an absurd price. Previously listed by other agents over the last 3 to 4 years, all without success. I propose that we get an appraisal to help the buyers feel comfortable about the property's value and also to give the seller a reality check. The seller says absolutely not, doesn't trust appraisals, and the right person will pay asking price. We've received two offers for around 950,000. I asked what he would like to counter with, and he responds with 1.4 million, aka the absurd listing price. How do I get this person to listen to me? It's like talking to a brick wall. I'm not a new agent. I've always had clients follow my guidance. This is about to be the first seller I fire. What other approach can I take? So, okay, there's a lot to unpack here, but the short version of this question is I have an unreasonable seller that wants to overprice their home and they won't listen to anything that I say. How do I get through to this person? What do I do? How do I handle this? So, Coach, how would you approach this?
So many great things here to cover. By the way, you saw me taking notes because I want to make sure I cover them all. Great question. By the way, all of you guys, new agents, seasoned, starting over, this is very valuable here because there's a lot of things that my coaching alarm went off and I can help you massively. So right away, I understand where you are. You are a seasoned agent, being a while is frustrating. Now the question is, darling, are you aware of the cost of a listing? Are you aware? Because you see, we're not here to try to help everyone. If someone is not motivated, doesn't have to sell, and is going to put you through all this friction, resistance, and hell, you got to understand, do I want this listing? Because if they are unreasonable and motivated, I take the listing because I will guide, teach, educate with the right them with the right strategies to list, to expose the home. But you gotta understand. So, what is the motivation of this person?
Coach,
How
that's
bad they
that's
want to
such a good
sell?
point there. I just want to make sure that we
Please.
highlight that, right? You guys get that distinction, right? If the person is unreasonable but motivated, that listing is still worth it. So what does that mean? The home is worth a million, they want to list for 1.5 million. That's unreasonable, but they have to
They
sell.
have to
In 3
sell.
months, something is happening, they have to sell. That's worth taking because you using your skills, you can get that person down. Now, if the
Exactly.
person is unreasonable and unmotivated, so I want 1.5 million for my $800,000 home and I don't have to sell. I don't mind. I'll let it sit there
Yeah.
forever until I get my number. Guys, that's when it's not worth it.
That's when
So
it's not
so
worth
right
it,
away
coach.
we need to know because reading this question, the person says the right person will come along and pay the right price. We don't know anything about their motivation level or their wants, their needs, their desires.
Exactly what happened. The less motivation, more friction, more resistance, because I don't have to sell. This process that make me move is less than a for sale by owner. A for sale by owner is trying to get a price, right? Sell himself, maybe save the money or maybe save time. A make me move is I will move if you get my number. So let me go back here, coach. By the way, you said so good. Yeah, it's all about motivation, timing, non-negotiable, and personality style, because I also change how they see things and make decisions. Just remember this. This person is giving you all these hoops because probably not motivated. They don't have to sell. Now, when I was talking about the cost of listing, I want you guys to start thinking about a business person. If you don't see yourself as a business person, if your identity is I'm a realtor, you're never going to have this high level skill set and high level approach. You are a business person. So every lead has a cost, every listing has a cost. You have a cost of marketing, your pictures, your drones, your assistant helping you with everything, and then your time and energy. For example, coach, I'll give a quick example. When I work in the Central Valley, that I was helping Manteca, Stockton, Lodi, Manteca, all the Central Valley from South Sacramento all the way to Modesto, my cost of listing, my cost of getting a listing, it was about maybe $2,000, not counting completely my energy. So between pictures, professional, all the stuff, about 2,000, 2,500. And of course, then you have your energy that costs a lot and your time that costs a lot. Then when I moved to the Silicon Valley later, of course, the average the commission is 50, 60, $70,000, right? So it's different from the Central Valley. So when I moved to the Silicon Valley, the cost of a listing, just the cost between marketing, right? Between the pictures, the drones, the sign, everything was 3,500. Then you add your time, super valuable. You add your energy, super valuable. So the cost of a listing was maybe $10,000, $8,000. But it's okay because the commission check is 50, 60, 70. So you gotta see yourself as a business person. Do I want this listing?
Yeah, so coach, you're getting at here because remember, the question is, I have this unreasonable seller, how would I approach it? We're first starting out before we even get ourselves in that
Yeah,
position. Is this a listing we should have even taken, right? And
exactly.
we don't have all the information. We don't know what kind of situation they're in. We don't know more about their motivation. Maybe there is some motivating factors that this agent can leverage to make them move. We don't know just from this post, but it's important to know this, guys, that this isn't a situation you have to put yourself in. It's okay to be the second agent, right, coach?
Or
It's
the
okay to
third.
say,
I've been the third too.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's okay to say, hey, you know what? It seems like this price that you're after is, not what the market can take right now. I would be remiss. I would be committing fraud and feel terrible about it
Exactly.
if I lie to you and tell you, I think we're going to get this number and do this and that and the other. It's okay to step back and do that. So it's important to know. Let me ask you this question, coach. I think this will be helpful. And then we can get into what this person can try to do to salvage this. But my first question would be, how much is too overpriced for you to take the listing? Like, do you have a cutoff where you say, hey, no, I'm not taking that one?
Yeah. Such a great question. Everybody repeat after me. Standards, standards. What's your minimum standard? Guys, if you don't have standard, everything, every distraction becomes an opportunity in your mind, but it's not an opportunity, it's a distraction. So what's your standard? For me, as a businesswoman, because I don't see myself as a realtor, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a ultra professional real estate agent. As a businesswoman, I will not overprice more than 15%. And that's only if I really want the listing and I know the listing is exceptional and emotional is involved. Means like someone can really come and go, I don't care, my mother lives next door. So it's rarely I overprice. I like to no more than 10, 12%, because at 10% I can get one price adjustment, I sell. Who here wants more happy sellers, happy buyers? Guys, get the job done sooner rather than later. If your homes, all your listings sells in a month to a month and a half, the sellers are going to be so happy and tell everybody in the world you're great. So your minimum standard should be no more than 15%. Stop taking listings with unreasonable clients, not motivated. So by the way, coach, there's one thing that they don't know. Many people think motivated is I'm active, I'm looking. I tell people how many hot sellers you have. Oh, I have three active. So active is not high motivated because there's people looking, but they don't have to buy right now, or they don't have to sell right now. Motivation comes for the reason. What is the reason to buy and sell? The why. I want to move to San Diego. That's what I want. Why I want to move to San Diego? My pain or my dream or both? That's my reason. The bigger the reason, the faster they move, the bigger the most motivation. So,
Exactly.
but
So
one thing here,
coach,
coach,
go ahead.
I also wrote down here. So yeah, know if you want this listing, know your standard. I think 15% will take maybe one or two price adjustment and you get it sold. You don't lose the listing or get them upset with you or get expired. And I said here, you wrote, the person said, this is the first seller that doesn't listen to me. Wow. And please don't be offended. You're probably not selling enough homes because most of the sellers and buyers, they're not listening to you. They stuck with their own story. So the thing is, if they're not listening to you, stop and ask yourself, because rejections feedback. Do I have the skill set?
Well, and coach, I think that's what we're going to get into now because I just
Okay.
want to establish it here. Okay, so we had a big question, right? And we wanted to
Huge.
address first the initial issue, which is should we even be in this situation? And it kind of looks like we shouldn't. This isn't really a listing that was worth
Yeah.
taking. We don't have
Coach,
all the information, but we want to address you got to have your standards, you got to know how motivated they are, all of these things. So, okay, now fast forward, we're in this situation. We need to fix
Coach,
it.
can I say something very quickly before we fast forward? I just want to say, guys, I want to say very quickly here, please pay attention. They are interviewing you. You are interviewing them. Okay, so the thing is, coach, many agents, they have so much scarcity mindset because they don't have a consistent pipeline, because they're not calling and nurturing the database and lead follow-up, lead generation. They don't have a consistent pipeline, so they're dying to get any listings, and they don't have the standard because I'm desperate because I don't have another business if I don't get this one. So guys, here's the thing before Coach Yvonne tells you more. I promise you, if you keep your pipeline full, setting appointments every week, every day, and you're having a lot on the pipeline, more coming, even the people who doesn't list or change their mind or deal fall apart, you're not attached, you are cool, you are interviewing them with a smart mind of a business person. You're not attached to the result. That's what I want to say. Go ahead, coach.
Okay, so let's just move on here so we can make sure we answer this question. So, like I said, we established that, hey, you don't have to take every listing. They're not all worth it. You got to understand how reasonable they are, how motivated they are. But now we're in this agent situation. They already have the listing. They're in this situation. What can they try to do to salvage it? So, I know that what they need to do is have a expectation intervention talk with this
Exactly.
seller and reset expectation, have a new plan going forward. If they're able to do that, great, continue. If they're not, yeah, it might be time to part ways. So, coach, briefly here, because we do have another question to get to, how should this
Go
agent
ahead,
set
coach.
up that, you know, come to Jesus talk, that expectation intervention? How should they set that
Yeah.
up and what should they try to do?
I know, and I love your expression, expectation intervention, because yeah, otherwise you just waste time, energy, and the house never gonna sell. They're gonna fire your ass and hire someone else, or it's gonna expire. Call these people. Call these people, right? Hey, John. Hey, Mary. I have something very important that we need to talk to you about the strategy of selling your home. And I'm very concerned what's going on right now. And I want to give you guys the right strategy. Can we talk today? I have this time open, this time open. Which one works
Set
best
an
for you?
appointment. Great.
Set an appointment because you need to reset expectation and do the intervention. And here you're going to elegantly, with high level skills and confidence and knowledge, you're going to reset the timing, the motivation, the time, what's important, and you're going to decide with them as you go if you're going to keep this listing or you're going to give it back to them, because we are not God or magician. We can make a little miracle here and there, right? But we not God, and you got to explain and go back. So go and do a recap. We're not gonna go over coaching. This is what I coach with my VIP clients, my one-on-one clients, specifically the framework, the verbiage, the strategy, the closing. But that's what I want you to do. You want to go back and clearly specific with a lot of strength and confidence say, hey, Ivon, I appreciate you guys. I know exactly what you want. Can we go ahead and go a little deeper here? Because I want to make sure we're in the same page. Are you guys still want to sell your home? Yes, Vanda. What exactly is the reason why you need to sell your home? And go really put your finger on the motivation, steer the pain, because if there's no reason, they're not going to sell and they will fight you. It's going to be like pulling teeth. And then
Exactly. So
know the
for this
motivation
agent,
and then do a recap. Do a recap. This is what we have done. Bam, bam, bam. We got two offers. By the way, can I address this? Guys, we don't ask the seller, what do you want to do? Because can you imagine you go to the doctor, you have a big pain here, he does some investigation, and he said you have a kidney stone. Does the doctor goes, what medication you want to take? No, the doctor doesn't say what medication. The doctor say, you know what? After all the examination we did, we found this problem. And this problem caused this problem. Paying benefits, explain, educate. And this is the right approach. This is what we need to do. We need to do this treatment, take this pill. Can we go ahead and do that? Let's do it. See, they don't say, how would you like to proceed? Unless they tell you first exactly what your recommendation as the expert. Go ahead, coach.
Exactly. So, okay, we know, and then we'll move on to the next question. They need to set an appointment to reset expectations. Don't just shoot them texts and ask them. Set an appointment,
Exactly.
recap what you've been done,
Exactly.
what's happened, go over some of the numbers, some of the data, show them how it's hurting them, go over their motivation, and then present, hey, look, here's what we can do. We can do this strategy,
Yeah.
reduce the price to do this, that, and the other to make a splash and bring, eyeballs, or we can try again when the market can support
Yeah.
the price and be ready to walk away. So,
Yeah, and
coach,
do the
let's move on
takeaways.
to
I know, coach. Do the takeaways. Even if you don't sell now, do let I'll be here for you. But just doing here, staying here, doing the strategy that doesn't work is craziness. I won't let you do that because you're hurting yourself. Can we do the right thing? This is such a skill set. I love that. Let's go to the next
exactly. There's a
question.
lot involved in this one. So remember, first, don't put yourself in that situation. Second, it's okay to get out. Make that expectation intervention meeting.
Yeah,
Let's
don't
jump
burn
into our
yourself.
next
Yeah.
question right now. Okay. So this one is also a kind of emotionally charged one. I think it's an interesting one. A client I worked with for years refused to sign last summer and then disappeared. Now she's calling for attorney and inspector recommendations because she went under contract with the listing agent and doesn't trust them. How would you respond? So, okay, so we have the agent here and they have a client that they've worked with in the past, and that client kind of disappeared on them, ghosted on them, and now a year later is calling them for advice on the deal that they're doing with another listing agent. And this agent is going, what the heck? How should I respond? What should I do here? So, coach, what would you say to this agent? How should they respond? Should they tell this person to go kick rocks and ask
Yeah.
their new listing agent?
Guys, remember, be the energy you want to receive. Never burn your bridge. Because imagine this deal fall apart and she comes back to you. So let's go back a little bit. First of all, you were talking to her last year. She or he, it was a she, right? Doesn't matter. Decided not to sign. Guys, people change their mind, plans change, motivation diminish, people lose their job. Shit happens. So we don't know if she ghosted you because the plan changed, or maybe she was not ready, right? Or she was in fear. Who knows? We don't know why she stopped doing it. But if she ghosted you, you kept taught you can do what we teach, how to reconnect and keep informed because maybe plans change. Now, the reason you have to understand and ask yourself, why she didn't come back to me? Or maybe you didn't follow up enough. Maybe you didn't provide value enough. Maybe you failed to let her know that, hey, no matter what, when the time's right, I'm here for you. So again, first of all, take full responsibility that she didn't listen with you. And I'm not saying blame or shame. I'm saying is rejections, feedback. Why this happened? Did I follow up consistently? Did I provide value? Did I display my value? Did she feel comfortable with me and that I have what it takes? So that's a big lesson here. Next is she decided to go somebody else. Again, we don't know the details, right,
And
coach?
coach, it's worth saying because yeah, so the question said that uh, she went with the listing agent, and that's a really good point here, which is to say
Yes,
this, guys, your database, your past clients, your people that you've worked with, they're not walking around thinking about you, guys. They don't owe you anything. They don't feel like they belong to you. Yeah, hopefully you
exactly.
build a nice relationship with them, and when they think about real estate, they think about you. But if you're not working your database in a very systematic way, then and you don't have that established with them, they're not walking around thinking about you. So when they
Yeah,
walk into a house and fall in love with the house and they make an emotional decision to work with the listing agent right there, don't take it personal. It's not like they thought about you and then thought, you know what, screw that person. I'll go with someone
exactly.
else. They just didn't think about you because you were not top of mind. So
You're
don't
not
take
top
it
of your mind.
personal. It's just business. Okay. If they went with someone else, like Coach V said, think about why. So now you can improve. But now, okay, now it happened. How should we react, Coach? What should we
Yeah,
say?
I
Should
love
they
it.
just continue to give them advice or?
I'll tell you exactly what to do. Now, I just want to piggyback what you said because you're so brilliant. Guys, listen, you don't own your clients, your family, friends. You earn people's business every day. You earn the business. Don't be like one of my clients from Arizona went to a listing appointment. Oh, it's one of my best friend. She was the maid of honor at my wedding. And she went over there, she half-assed the presentation because the lady said, oh, just started. So she didn't come ready. She didn't do the full presentation. She half-assed because she thought it's in the bag. Who here has had that experience? It's in the bag. It's my best friend. She did not do the best presentation. And the ladies, the friend and the husband said, okay, thank you. 3 days later, she leased to somebody else. So we don't do half-ass, we do the best way. So here's the thing. This is what I would do. She's calling me. First of all, be happy about that. Means that she still like you and she still trusts you.
Yeah,
She
and
was,
she's probably went through a lot of suffering to make that call. She
yes.
probably thought, "Man, I'm embarrassed. I didn't go with them, but I have these questions and I do trust them. I'm going to call them." So celebrate that relationship.
Celebrate, guys. Stop being offended. You gotta earn this business and be amazing. So when she calls you, say, Mary, thank you so much for calling me. I appreciate that you see the value of my expertise, knowledge, experience. I appreciate you. Now, I understand you bought the home somebody else. First of all, before I tell you anything else, I just curious. Did I do something wrong? Did I hurt your feelings or anything wrong? I was wondering, what is stopping you, my friend, for calling me to help you to buy this house? See, I'll go there very lightly, very elegantly, with a lot of empathy. I get so much about you. I was wondering, did I do something wrong, or maybe I didn't get closer? No, she's gonna tell you. Oh, I never heard from you. Oh, I
Yeah,
get
or she
excited.
might even
Yeah,
say, "Hey, I walked into the open
yeah,
house and the listing agent was there and I thought maybe they would give me a deal and I loved the house and didn't want to miss it."
exactly. It's good to know, guys, because you never make a mistake again. You learn it. She said, "No, I just made it." You say, "No problem. I don't want to make you feel bad or anything. I want the best for you. I just wanted you to know that from now on and any time, I'm always here for you and your family, and I will always keep you informed. And you're still my client and my friend. I'll give you the referral for the attorney. If you need this, you need that. Yeah, and I'm sorry you don't trust your agent if she said that. Okay, I'm sorry you don't trust the agent. That's really the hard thing about not having someone you trust, you believe, and know is going to work for you. I'll be here to help you, but I have to say you have an agent now. You have an agreement with a disclosure that she's going to represent you. So I can give you the repeat and referral and wish you the very best. And you go ahead and you can ask her because I don't want her to come later and say, I said that, and then I'm reliable. So I'm liable for any information. So I can give you referrals of people, but I really shouldn't give you advices because you have an agency disclosure with someone else. You're not my client at the moment. I hope you understand. Does this make sense? So I can give you referrals, but I cannot give you advice because you are in contract with somebody else. Now, transition now, not but. Now, I'm here for you all the way. By any chance this fall apart or you not comfortable or something happen, you can come back to me because you know me. I'll fight for you. I'll protect you. I have the skills and knowledge experience to do the best for you. I'm here for you. Sounds good? Thank you so much. That's what I'll do. Because
That's perfect, coach. And it's good to note because guys, I went to get that question, right? And there were a lot of comment responses. A lot of comments of ego-driven agents saying, "Don't help them, don't talk to them, don't do this. Show up, be strong." And like Coach V did right there, she didn't poach the business. She didn't go for it, but she seeded the idea that, "Hey, I'm still here for you. If that doesn't work out, I'm here for you." And coach, you better believe, and I know you would say the same thing, if she continues to call and ask for advice and ask for help, I'm going to be coaching her on how to fire that agent.
you
I'm going
better
to
believe it.
I'm going to be telling her, "Hey, it sounds like maybe you're not getting the help you need or blah, blah, blah. Is that right?" Get her to say it. You don't say it. Ask the question. And once she does, now you can teach her how to step away from that contract if she wants because guys, people get embarrassed. They sign something. They don't know how to fire an agent and go to
People
someone
make
else. They don't know
mistake.
what
We
to
are
do.
human, right,
Yeah,
coach?
exactly. So in this case, you guys heard the answer from Coach V, and then we'll close it out on this one. So have grace. Don't burn any bridges.
Never.
Celebrate them that they're getting a home, but use a lot of warm tonality. Ask them what happened so you can find out. they'll likely tell you they just didn't think about you. They got excited and they moved on. Provide them the referrals, but let them know, hey, you have an agent, you have to go to your agent and remind them you're there for them if they need help. If
Yeah.
she keeps calling back, now you're going to get into the conversation of coaching her on how to step away from the other agent.
Coach, I love what you said. So brilliant. Now, can I say something very quickly before we close? And I'm going to tell this, not about you, whoever wrote this, in general. Most real estate agents don't follow up. So that person who stops, didn't sign, changed their mind, or decided to wait, or whatever happened. I doubt it if she was getting one, two emails of value per week, one call per quarter, or maybe a text every 2 months. Hey, this is what's going on. By any chance, if you change your mind, I'm here. She probably, most of the agents don't follow up, don't stay in touch, don't keep providing value information. And the person is out there talking to every agent because they are doing right now. And someone else show up strong with confidence and say, I'll help you. You can get this home. I can help you. And she just made what is best for her. It's not a lie. It's not bad. She didn't offend you, like you said. She did what she thought was the best for her family. And that's what everybody does. So, Coach, thank you so much for your energy and your wisdom.
Yeah, I mean those are some great questions and so relevant. So guys, if you're watching this and you want to have more, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video. We're always putting out content just like this where you're getting real strategies, not, some motivation hype video in the morning that's going to get you out there for 5 minutes of energy, but real world strategy you can implement in your business. So make sure you guys are following this.
Make sure you follow us and share this with people. Guys, I'm going to share this with you guys. If you're not winning in this market right now, by the way, it's a hot market in most of the country right now. If you're not winning, take a look of your mindset. Are you focused? Are you optimistic? Are you grounded, centered, calm? And look at your skill set. Are you presenting, hand objection? Are you closing? Are you skillful, elegant? And how is your systems? How is your consistency? So don't blame the clients. And if you don't have a pipeline full, go fill the pipeline because it's our skills, structure, systems, and strategies. So I hope you love this. We love it. And if you want to follow us more on Instagram and share this with everyone, and I'm always here for you, me and Coach Ivon. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time.
Bye
Thank you,
everyone.
Coach.